I just did straight, so we'll see what's up with him.
What up, though? What up, though, Hatch?
Yo, what's good?
Salute.
Salute.
Right on.
So how do you post these episodes? You post it like they go live as soon as we're done, or how does that work?
Actually, right now, I don't know if he's got it going right now, but usually it's live, man. Like impromptu, just yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Like they go live, no doubt.
And you know, our thing right there is we don't, like we say, we do the whole thing. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. All that. And we put a lot of like friendship on this, where it's like, man, like if there's just something on that, like that you don't like or whatever, we'll edit.
Okay, that's a bet. Damn, what the fuck? I got a stupid ass name on my shit that I made as a joke a long time ago. That's funny. I just noticed.
I wonder what that was, because it was like,
no, my brother was getting mail and it was Juan Sanchez, so we was like making an inside joke one time on here, but I don't remember how to switch my shit.
That's classic and hilarious.
Yeah.
But no, I get you.
Let me see. I switch my shit.
All I know is like if you can get in your profile.
Yeah, here we go.
Man, what's it? Make sure you save it on profile.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, man, his name is Jared Suarez, and they kept coming in Juan Sanchez. It was funny as hell.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, man. Felix, what up, dog? I'm trying to figure out how to fucking change the. Let me see. Let's still say it. Okay, Lisa says it right
there. Yeah, that Hatch Wiseguy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, one of the something else, a display name on there or something I gotta change to.
That's what's up, man. We're honored to have you on, brother.
Oh man, appreciate you guys. Yeah, apologize about last time, man. I was having it was a rough couple months for me, man. My life was upside down.
We got you. And then, of course, then when we kind of reschedule and stuff, we had, we had some. But yeah.
Things happen, though. I appreciate the understanding, though. Try to be professional, you know what I mean? I don't like having to cancel about nothing.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely, we have like some common, common friends right there. We know you rock with Low right there. It was like family to us.
Definitely, our guy, all day.
Yeah, no doubt. And then of course, we stay straight.
Yeah. I seen he was on here a little bit ago.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah. So I don't know if he put it on live yet, but yeah, no doubt. And then
here we go. Just found it.
They got
Here we go.
My game straight, body and soul, while we strap, Mr. Fucking Fearless. J Gutta, it's a rap. Fucking me and the G, they in there, pass me the gat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a vandal. Black rose, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast,
all right, cool. Locked in.
Black rose, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a G.
And I ain't talking about no gang shit. Stuck with a tech nine and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done with 20-something years? Dating family and PJP put in work like Richard Gere. T is up next and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. It means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. When we all get together and put it down, we the realest. I found a monster on these beats since my born dead days. Always have to make a killing, yeah, them born dead way. Any pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please me, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking G's.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets, and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando.
Firing up the ganjas.
Good evening.
Drinking OEs.
It's time. Yes. On behalf of the Hood Smoker Podcast, we would like to say, as the list of legends keeps continuing to go on and on and on, we keep the questions strong. Enough platforms stir the pot, you don't have to
take that.
Enough platforms do that every, you don't have to
take that.
Get your smoke, get your drink, get all your cake snacks, and get ready for the Hood Smoker Podcast. Welcome. Welcome.
Hood Smokers Podcast on Wednesday and Saturday night. Jay Gutta and brotherkingx and Blatonio Todd. Hood Smokers.
How long y'all normally rock out for?
Saturday night. Jay Gutta and brotherkingx and
Okay, yeah, so we're live right now. Man, actually, that's up to you. That's up to you, actually.
Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. All right.
That's up to you, man. Yeah, let's be pressed for time. I mean, we've had that, some people doing shows.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, episode
Salute.
333. We got a special guest in the building. You see the flyer there. You see him in the middle. I'm going to blow him up real big so y'all can see him more than y'all can see us and shit. We waiting for BKX to tap in, but we going to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? The interview's going to go on. We got Blatonio Todd in the building. I'm Jay Gutta. And we got motherfucking Hatch, Wiseguy in the motherfucking building. When I talk about lyrical, like, we talk about, like, our homie Cuban Link was the lyrical assassin. So we talk, like, lyrics and shit and, like, bars. Like, he's still keeping it hip-hop and shit. Still bringing them bars. We're going to play some videos later on, too, after the interview and shit. But we got Hatch Wiseguy in the building. What up, though, fam?
Love, appreciate y'all, man. Happy to be here, man. What's good?
Yeah. No, we're honored to have you on, bro. Like, for real.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the intro, too.
Yeah. Oh, man, thank you. I mean, we what was it when we had it scheduled before? We had life gets in the way. I even had Los. I like gave him an invite. He was gonna try and tap in. Like if that would have happened and stuff like that. So I definitely want to, let you know.
Man, that's what's up, man. Glad to hear homies doing okay too, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Despite everything.
Full recovery and shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Love it. Blessings.
Bless. So what's good with you, Hatch? So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Like, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Yo. What was that question again?
When you first fell in love with hip hop.
When did you fall in love with hip hop? Like, when did you first get your
first maybe first track or just like first?
Yeah, I'll tell you one of the main turning points when I really appreciated like real hip hop for the first time was when I heard Onyx. And I remember they came on the radio and I was like a little kid running around and I'm like playing, you know what I mean? I just remember listening and it came on and I just like froze and was like staring at the stereo like, whoa. And I remember like later on my mom came around and I was like, I want to go buy this tape at the store. You know what I mean? I was like, the song goes like this. I knew it by heart and all that. And we went to the store. I got the little cassette tape. I'm like a kid.
What track was it? I gotta ask you what track.
It was
Slam. Throw your guns in the air.
Yeah, no, it was Slam. It was Slam. Yeah.
Man, that was in middle school when that came out.
For real, yeah, man. That's
7th grade. Just got in 7th grade when that came out.
For real, that's what's up, man. Man, yeah, what a beautiful time, man. And those guys, man, they just have so much character and energy and just different flow patterns and little ad libs coming in and out and jump. I was just like, I had never heard nothing like that in my life. So, you know, and again, I was like a child. So, I mean, that definitely turned me on to really have my ear open for like, you know, anything that sounded remotely like that. You know what I mean?
I seen Onyx live on the Down with the King tour with Run DMC and Young Black Teenagers. I was young as hell too. I was probably like 14, 15, something like that.
That's tight. Yeah, man, that's super dope, man. I still fuck with Onyx to this day.
That's what's up, man. Yeah.
brotherkingx in the building. BKX is in the building. What up, though?
Oh yeah, BKX. Yeah, so now you got all three Hood Smoker podcasts right here. I'm Blatonio, Todd, myself. So I already know Jay Gutta, and then now you have BKX right here.
Peace.
Yeah.
So so Onyx made you fall in love with hip hop and shit, right?
I mean, you know, I put this, man. You know, before then it was commercial music. Again, I was a kid, so it was, you know, I'm catching winds of the MC Hammers and the Ice Babies and shit like that, and you know, and really just the commercial music that would just. I'm not turning on the radio myself at this point in life. It's just I'm catching wind of Michael Jackson and you know what I'm saying, all this different type of shit. But when Onyx came out, I was like, yo, that's some different shit that I never heard before. I need to see what's up with this, and it just took me on a journey, man. And then like, you know, the way life happens, you know what I mean? It's just.
So to follow up on that, when did you start rapping? Like, when did you just decide like hip rap? Like, what you gonna do?
I started putting words together probably when I was 7. And I didn't really classify it as like a rap for real. I was just like, I just knew I was being creative. I used to draw. I used to be doing all type of shit. You know, used to make little audio recordings and shit like that. And I just knew I was making like a song. What's that?
Did you do it with the tape, with one tape that playing the beat in the back?
Oh hell yeah, I'll tell you something crazy. The first quote unquote song I ever did, I recorded it on a Talkboy from the Home Alone shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had bought a single with the instrumental on the other side and rapped over the instrumental with the Talkboy on the speaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. That to me is like that's hip hop, right? Like,
yeah, that's hip hop, man. By any means.
I gotta say, when hip hop. I got into it. You might as well say it was embedded in me because my parent generation was the generation that kind of started hip hop.
First generation,
yeah. I missed all that. See, I missed a lot of things, man, because I was just from a different generation. But it was like as soon as you know, I became a part of it. As soon as I caught wind of it for real, like, you know, and then. Naturally, how my life went, my lifestyle and my surroundings and everything got a lot more, you know what I'm saying, hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's a journey though, man. But yeah, I forgot what you had originally asked me. Oh, when I was writing, man. So I was like coming up with like songs, I guess, and poems, whatever you want to call it, by 7. By 9, I was like. I understood I was making raps at 9. And but the first time I recorded a song in a real studio, I was 13. And you know what I mean? And that's when I started taking this shit serious. I heard myself on wax for real. I was like, oh, we can do this? All right. Watch this.
That's when we all take it serious, when we actually hear our voice on wax.
Yeah, man.
I was 14 years old.
It's crispy and clean, like not like the talk box, like, you know, like we all done the karaoke machine, everything the talk box. Yeah. But then you hear it clean, it's crispy and clean.
When you get the real studio, though, it's a whole different feeling. The karaoke machine when you're young, that's cool and shit. But like rapping the B-sides of tapes and shit. But like, I was 14 first time I went. It was 91 and shit, and fucking with the Young Guns, First to Live, Last to Die, recorded. We had that shit out in we thought we was famous. Had that shit out at Gibraltar Trace and all the
Gibraltar.
We thought we was famous, had shirts and all that shit back there. We was like,
Hey, it was a different. It's funny. It's funny how the scene changed. Man, the internet really took over for real. Like, it used to be different. People was really outside, really having real movements of people and hanging up banners and flyers, and it was all about posters and CDs and hitting the streets. It's funny how that's just not even a thing for real like that no more. Like, everybody wants to have a million followers now.
We want to bring that back. Like we setting up a show with Cuban Lincoln. That's what we was talking about. Fuck the we'll promote on social media, but we want to really street team it. You know what I'm saying? Posters everywhere and shit.
I love the Cuban Link, man. I always was an original Terror Squad fan too. That'd be dope if you do the show. You bringing it to Michigan?
Oh yeah. And,
yes, sir.
Detroit
nice.
And DJ Los already said he's gonna DJ that bitch. He be honored and shit. We got we
fire.
You most definitely welcome to join the roster, dog. You know what I'm saying? You most welcome.
It's like the real hustle ain't there no more either.
That part.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, because I remember back in the day when I had my group Scream, me and my boy Casper, I swear, wherever E-Shine was at, we was there selling tapes. Wherever ICP was at,
posters up and down Michigan Avenue. E-Shine would just plaster one poster, same poster, but just one right after the other. You couldn't drive down the avenue and be like, oh, E-Shine is everywhere. Not it's shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That was definitely the culture here in Michigan, man, as far as the underground scene. But the Kid Rocks, the E-Shines, the ICPs, all that type of shit, they was really hitting the streets. And I mean, I'm still been in this long enough to I was doing consignment and shit like that at Record Time and Hot Hits and shit like that.
Ages.
Yeah, so I really had the best of both worlds. I've had a taste of, I was pushing CDs and MySpace in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's like, where do we go from here, too? Yeah, it's like,
it's different. Music's like a cheap commodity now. They're trying to treat it that way anyway. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like, it's one of those things everybody gets to listen to it for free. We used to be sitting in line at the CD store. We had to drive to the store, spend $25. Didn't even know if we liked every song yet. We just buying the whole shit, investing in the artist for real. Like it was a different. We took pride in that, and then the music lasted longer. A number one song would be number one all year, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like shit. Music lasts 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's so old, and it was only a couple months ago. It's like, that's so old, but it was
Right.
Right, like we used to buy shit based on album covers. We'll see something, and we'll be like, "Oh, this cover looks sick. Let's get it." That's how we found Brother. That's how I found Brother Lynch Hug. I seen Pro Deep, seeing the album cover. I was like, "Okay, this is on some E-Shine type shit."
I would spend like 2 hours in the fucking record store too. And don't let me get the store that lets you scan it and sample the album.
Man.
I'm in that bitch. Yeah, man. I used to be reading all the booklets too, like who produced this? Who managed that? Like, oh my God, I'm into it.
Who was the CEO, the executive producer, the management, who did the album cover?
I can still smell like the fresh booklet when you first open the CD. I still remember how it smells. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a hell of a.
They used to fold out into posters.
Right, facts.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if that's something that's going on all over the nation. I haven't heard. We've interviewed a lot of artists all over the nation, but it seems like in Detroit, though, a lot of people are pushing physical copies. Like we just met up with the homie, shout out to Jack Frost, and grabbed some physical copies from.
Nice. People are pressing up a lot of vinyl and even cassette tapes. I've been seeing too, man, which has been working. I think that's the good part about being in the true hip hop scene. Not just being a rapper, but really being a part of like hip hop, is that you can push vinyls and physicals and tapes and shit like that, and the community sees it as collector pieces and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It retains value. I've been seeing like Alchemist pushing his vinyls, but then he'll do like a limited run. Like there's only 100 of them with these pictures inside and these colors and shit, and these go for like double the price. and just selling them out, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of been a common topic, and we're glad we're discussing that with you because you understand what it is with like with the physical copies and stuff. Because we thought, anything from the sound drives and stuff. I mean, that went for a little bit, like to make personalized ones. But it's like, but I think it's still in the works. Like, where do you think it goes from here? Like what?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this to tell you the truth, but without saying too much, I'll put it this way. We're actually about to see something brand new in music that I'm kind of got the jump on. A new version of think Spotify meets Instagram with an additional financial benefit for artists where their fans can actually picture this. You pay $9.99 for your streaming service, but one of those dollars out of your $9.99 goes to the artist of your choice. So imagine Justin Bieber, let's say he got 10 million fans that all want to give him the $1. He's making all of that every month for him. You know what I'm saying? This could be a revolution. So smaller artists, maybe such as myself, we can get a bigger bag and we can eat a little more off our core fans being loyal to us. And you can and the person can switch it up. Let's say I drop an album, they want to give me that $1 a month for 2 months. Then you drop an album, they can switch it to you for the next 2 months, switch it over to my man the next 2 months. So it's, you know what I'm saying? I probably said too much already, but this is something under wraps that's going to be launching pretty soon. That we may see somewhat of a revolution. I don't know, man. It seems kind of crazy, man. So you heard it first.
I like it. Yeah, like it. Yeah, and if you need to get back to us about like kind of removing that part, we got you on that too.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it seems promising, like as artists, because all three of us came from the same group. Actually, just
okay.
We're all MCs ourselves at different times too. I was like,
Like I told you, Blatonio's down there in Tucson, but he came up here to Detroit. He showed him all the hoods, you know what I'm saying? Rocked the show, rest in peace. Brother Marquise went on stage with Dice and shit. It was dope, so
nice.
Yeah.
But he grew up Detroit hip hop and shit. So.
Detroit hip hop all day, man.
And speaking of which, like what was your first taste of Detroit hip hop? You know what I mean? Coming up and all that, you had to have a first artist you heard first, right?
Well,
or a couple. Yeah.
I gotta say, one was definitely Big Herc. One was definitely damn. I mean, there's a lot of names I could say. I'm trying to think of really the first. Some of the first, I'll give Big Herc what he, and early Royce, and obviously M, Underground M, and I kind of want to say early Slum Village, specifically Elzai. That was really like some of the first shit I was like getting into, like Rock Bottom and shit like that. Like, I always felt like them dudes could see that sound still lives today, those type of beats and shit. But it was like they were kind of rapping different back then. I like Big Herc because he was a rapper's rapper, lyricist, with wordplay, punchlines, and who could rap with the best of them. But he was a Detroit dude, authentically with the Detroit sound, Detroit lingo, Detroit beats. And that shit was just hard as fuck to me. Like I like bars, you know what I mean? So it's like he got some banging beats and some bars and shit. I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah, that's our homie Big Herc. We had him on the show. We had Jay Nutty on a couple times. Jay Nutty got that word.
Shout out shit.
Yeah, shout out both them, man. I was blessed to be on a song with Big Herc a couple years ago. My man Blizzard, he's a dope ass producer. If you haven't heard of him. And he did a compilation album and put me, Herc, and Big and PL on the same record. So I was pretty.
Bro, that's what's
you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bet. Full circle moment right there.
So everybody can go look it up.
Yeah,
no, that's what song it's called. What did he name that song? 8 Gates. That's by Blizzard. It's called 8 Gates, featuring Hatch, Big Herc, and PL.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So what do you got in the works right now? I know you be making major moves and shit. We've been following you for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So we know you
Yeah.
making moves. We see you around here moving around.
Yeah, man. Next couple things, man. I'm gonna drop the next single I got is with a pretty known artist that y'all will definitely appreciate. I don't want to come out my mouth and say it just yet. But that's gonna be the last single before my album drops. So I'm dropping Dirt and Diamonds, the album, soon. I don't have the exact date yet, but that's coming real soon. And from there, going to be more music videos, more content promoting the rest of the record. We're on tour this summer. Me and Astray are going on tour this summer in July. And the last date is here in Michigan in the UP at a festival I'm headlining called Boonie Bash. So that's going to be super live. You know what I mean? So that's really what's up. And Astray and I are also working on a project. That's an exclusive right there.
Yeah, I was kind of getting the hint of that because like when he was on with us, and then just and then just like seeing when I was looking at your material and stuff, looked like
we gotta, like some of that ain't even part of it either that we've been dropping. Like we got a whole grip of new shit coming out, and we're still working. We're linking up this week to do some more songs and shit. But I'm just keeping this momentum up, man. I give you another exclusive about 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I just did a song with John Connor as well.
Oh shit.
That's my guy, man. I fuck with John Connor. Salute to him, man. He's definitely Michigan hip hop royalty, man. Dude is super talented, hard worker as well, man. So yeah, I'm just keeping this momentum up, man. I'm trying to drop catalog, album, single, album. I'm coming. I'm trying to drop 2 albums this year. So.
Did you happen to see this meme? I seen a meme, dog. This was probably like maybe a month ago on Instagram, and it had a picture of you and Stray, and it said "dopest duo out of Michigan in hip hop." Did you see that? I see that shit. I was like, because I believe I might have tagged y'all in it and shit. I know I shared it on my story and shit. So.
Okay, appreciate that. Yeah. What about?
Have you seen it? Have you seen it though? That's what he was asking.
Because I seen it came across I don't know if it was Detroit Rap Daily. I don't know which one of them Detroit things, but it said dopest duo in Michigan was Hatch and Astray and shit.
That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to think so. At least I'm supposed to think so. You know what I mean? Right. I think me and Stray are kind of we're two of a kind, but a little bit different at the same time. We got a lot of the same types of skills. And we can complement each other well, but our styles are a little different. You know what I'm saying? And we just have so many things in common with our music taste and just the way we work and the way we approach things that when him and I met, it was just like a no-brainer, man. We instantly were like, let's do some shit. Yeah, so that's definitely who I consider my partner in rhyme, you know what I mean, and shit like that. And we got lots of more music coming, man. We got a lot out already. So I'm just happy, man. I'm real. The momentum is real right now. I'm just trying to keep this flowing because it's like, y'all, I'm sure know as artists, like you don't always got the inspiration and the motivation at all times. It's hard to bottle that up and have it all the time. So I'm just trying to run with it right now.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. No, for sure. Especially now, with everything there, like we don't have a lot that inspires us, and you don't want to fall in that whole thing of like, okay, we missed that boat or anything like that.
You also harmonize, sing a little bit too on your tracks. Also,
man.
That element.
Yeah, Stray definitely known for a lot of the singing. You know what I'm saying? I definitely can hold a note too. I don't consider myself a singer. As much as I've tried in the past and shit like that. Not a character. Yeah, like, you know what it is, man, is as much as I'm a hip hop dude and an MC, I'm also just a fan of music, man, and a lot of like purist cats who only fuck with boom bap and they only scratch and they only, it's like, and that just ain't me. Like, as much as I love the culture, it's just I love Michael Jackson, bro. I'll be listening to DJ Premier, and then the next song could be fucking Fetty Wap. Right. And I love that just as much for a whole different reason. and then the next song is gonna be
You just
fucking,
like the tune of it. Yeah, you like it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the next song could be Usher. And then the next, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love music, man. I love melody. I love all that shit. So part of my style and what I do with my art, man, is I definitely try to incorporate some melody in there once in a while. You know what I mean? So,
That's what's
but
up.
keep hip hop too, always.
Yeah.
I got a tough one for you. I know this has got to be tough, but how about if you had to make a Michigan Mount Rushmore, what would be your Michigan Mount Rushmore? MC.
It's so tough, man, because they try to squeeze. You know, it's like, how do you? I hate these questions because you always try to It's like if you don't pick one person out of these four slots, it's like you discredit them. But
we hate asking this question. Yeah,
you know, I will say, you know, okay, by off the rip, I gotta say M. I'm not saying that's the first one or the best one. I'm just saying that's definitely one of the slots.
No particular order.
I think you gotta say, you might have to say Blade Icewood.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? As far as setting the trends and just the overall sound that we still fuck with today. And just the whole swag and just, you know, putting certain shit on the map. Damn. It's so tough because it's like there's some acid rap or horrorcore type artists you could put in there. You could say ICP because they've taken some of the furthest, or Esham. You could put in one of them slots. Damn, man, it's tough. I will say for the newest generation, I gotta say Big Sean. I think he's really special, man. Not to sound stupid or corny, but Sean is a special character, man, and there's not too many people on earth who could say they got songs with Eminem, Nas, Jay-Z, Kanye, fucking Meek Mill, Wale, J. Cole, Drake. You name the best of them, he's got records with the top fucking people. Everybody.
I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sean is that dude, and he re-put the fucking shit on the map when we wasn't hot at all. So I gotta put Sean on there, man, and I could leave room for maybe I'll leave that fourth slot for like the ICP / Esham. I'll keep it there. You know, I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna group them in one for some reason.
We'll put Esham, and then like half of the face is like clown makeup. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's fair to say, man. And shout out, you know, honorable mention, my man Awesome Dre. Honorable mention, you know, honorable mention, fucking God. I mean, you can name so many people, man.
That's what's dope.
You know,
Detroit. I forgot what you guys we were talking to, but it was dope that you could even go. But that is so hard to pick like a top 5 or even a top 10 or top 15 Detroit artists and shit, right? Because there's so many and shit that we got so much talent.
Yeah, man. No, that's facts. I'm so terrible at them questions too. I'm such a like, people be like, what's your favorite? What's your top this? And I'm like, yo, like Thursday it might be this. Thursday it might be that. What'd you say?
Because that's not always what's pumping in your car too. You know, like sometimes be like,
I do say this though. I think my favorite rapper is probably Nas overall.
Okay, Nas.
And for me, what it is picture like you're playing you know, NBA 2K or some shit like that. And they got the stats of like, he dribbles this much, he fast this much, he can shoot good this much. Yeah. I think Nas ranks the highest across the board, like out of everything. Like, he could be the tough guy, he could be the fucking fly guy, he could be the smart guy, he could be the best storyteller, he could be the gangster, he could be you could learn shit listening to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's
and then of course the stats of like multi-syllable words, you know, like that.
Yeah. He's got his own original style. He's got classic albums. He's got classic beefs. He's battle tested. And on top of that, like, let's keep it a buck. This motherfucker's in his 50s and he's still fly as a motherfucker, dressed to. I'm like, that's how I'm trying to be. Like, let me get some of that. Let me wear some of this fly ass shit. Like, I like that shit. You know what I
mean? That's what's up. Yeah, no, definitely. Show definitely, you know, like, your lyrical weight. You got the lyrical weight. Come on, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What was that? Oh yeah, no, I'm saying right there, yeah, like we were saying though, yeah, it's definitely like with the lyric, like yeah, definitely multi-syllable lyrics. I see it as that, yeah. When you go by the stats and stuff, mine personally, um, I mean, of course we're from different generations right there, but like we had the DOC on here, but DOC was like pretty much my was like Nas is to me. It's like
Yeah, DOC. So I didn't grow up with that shit, but I've definitely gone back and done my diligence on a lot of shit that I missed. And DOC is definitely a special, highly fucking regarded MC, like for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Respect and salute to the legend. Real talk.
yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, but I
Likewise, I
definitely
fuck with Cuban Link. I seen you guys had a lot of dope people on here too, man. That's it. Like just the choices of people you even have on here tells me where your ear is at in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be a part of that fucking roster too.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an honor to have you on, dog. Most definitely.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an honor to have you on, brother. Yeah.
Respect, yeah, y'all been showing love for a minute, man. So I'm glad we got to finally link up and shit.
Me too.
I've been on the rap lately.
What's that?
I've been on the Cool G rap lately. I've been on Juice Crew.
Yeah, Cool G's nice, man. He's got a whole album with 38 Spesh that I've been listening to recently. It's from a few years back, but that shit's cold. I fuck with Spesh too, heavy.
Yeah.
Check that out when you get a second, man. That it's called the Son of Cool G Rap or some shit like that. It's fire.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what are some of you got any stories you can share like that stand out when you think like it could be in the studio, it could be like doing a show, or just running into like one of someone you grew up listening to, like meeting somebody. You got a story you can share about this?
Yeah, I got a lot of those, man. One that's kind of funny, man, and I know people have a certain outlook about this artist, but this is just the truth of it. Like I was telling you before, so before I really came up on Onyx as a child, I'm only knowing like just the fucking mainstream shit that my parents be having me exposed to from the, like I said, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, you know what I'm saying, and Michael Jackson, and fucking Marky Mark, and fucking Arrested Development, all type of different 90s shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm but I won't lie, Ice Ice Baby was my shit. I know that might be laughable to a lot of people, but to me as a kid, that was my shit. So fast forward, I'm 16 and he comes to Michigan and does a show. And I get free tickets. I'm like, bro, let's pull up over there. Like, he ain't the shit no more. Like, but I'm like, like, who gives a fuck? It'll be fun. We pull up. Right. And halfway through the show, he's like, yo, anybody out there rap? And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just felt like this was my mom. I'm like, yo, oh shit, I'm hitting this shit. I'm like, yo, right here. My boys are like, get this. He's like, he picks me, pulls me up.
Yo.
The beat comes in, he's like, spit. Man, I start giving him my fucking best work. He's looking at me like, what the fuck? Then he put his arm around me, had the whole crowd say, go white boy, go white boy, go. Go white boy, go. So that was a funny ass moment because I'm like, bro, if my dad could see this shit, like, he used to be having me like dance around to this shit when I was like fucking 4 years old and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, that was my favorite song. Now yeah, you know what I'm saying? Respect to him, man. I think no matter how you spin it, I think dude is a legend, even though there's some parts of the story that may not be so flattering. But I fuck with Vanilla Ice. I think he's definitely a legend.
Yeah, we talked about.
I think he definitely got himself on the right path. Like he's a likable dude, like for real.
Yeah.
Like he may not have bumped his stuff. I respect him. He can rap and everything like that. But he pulled himself come from like being a joke, with that one hit wonder shit. But he's doing shit different ways, flipping houses. The way he's doing that, man. Yeah.
He just he, and it's like a lot of his shit funded a lot of that death row shit too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yes.
So it's like
Vanilla Ice was basically a puppy because that ain't what he really wanted to do.
No, yeah. I'll say this. I think if we're talking as far as the 5 elements of hip hop, right?
Yes.
One being breaking. that motherfucker can dance his ass off. Vanilla Ice, you ever seen him go? He goes crazy. He's better dancer than a rapper, probably. He's to me, he definitely, you know what I'm saying, a part of the culture one way or another, whether he lied about this or did this funny shit.
Right.
You know, he's a 19, 20-year-old kid. He did some stupid shit, whatever. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. But either way, for me as a 16-year-old, that was just a surreal moment right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, people don't realize that the rap game is really like WWF. When the record sign you, they give you a character, they give you a backstory, they give you a script.
Yeah, man.
Okay, you're gonna be the Ugandan headhunter. You're gonna do the, but no. Yeah, they sometimes.
I think a lot of the hottest rappers right now, and some of people's favorites, definitely ain't who they think they are, who they claim to be. You know what I'm saying? Right. Entertainment at the end of the day it's a spectrum, I think. Some people are living every word, and some people ain't living none of them. And everybody else in between somewhere. You know, it is what it is.
People could look like they're wearing parachute pants, and you talk about their mom, and they coming for you, and you realize,
right? Yeah, man, it's a funny thing. Entertainment's a funny thing, man. A lot of pride and egos, and keeping up with the Joneses, and a lot of superficial shit, especially in rap. Rap is the most judgmental fucking shit in the world. Man, don't have no scuffed up shoes. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't have it.
It's definitely a full contact sport and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, it's tough, especially me coming from the battle aspect, because I came up battling. That's like really how I built my name, was battle rapping and shit, you know.
Let's talk about that, yeah.
So, yeah, that'll let you know the do's and don'ts real quick. Don't bring your girl to the battle if you can help it, because I might flame that bitch.
Right.
No, for real though, that's dangerous. I've been on both sides of that. You know,
So what do you think about people saying like battle rappers can't write like tracks, full songs, and bars and all that shit? Like they can bars but not put a song together. They say, but which I know is some bullshit. But
I would say that most of the time that's probably true. At least in the shit that I've been exposed to is mostly true. But I also think that most battle rappers don't focus on making great music because they're battlers at heart. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason they're pursuing battling and not maybe so much albums. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. I know some battle rappers that make great music. I think Marv makes great music. You know what I'm saying? I think K-Shine makes good music. Serious Jones has made some good music. You know, there's people out there. Cannabis, Eminem, you know. Maybe not Cannabis.
Bizarre was in the battle rap.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's part why I got away from the battling, was because I don't want to be labeled a battle rapper for real.
Right.
I love it. I love battle culture. I watch battles all the time. I want to do it all the time. I attend the battles all the time. I feel it inside of me to do a battle, but it's just like, I don't know, man.
Do you prefer with the beat or without the beat? How they do it, like the smash?
Definitely without.
Okay.
Which a lot of people don't understand, but the theatrics of it could be so much better because there's no limitations. Like, I don't have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do just a 3-bar scheme and just leave it alone. I could speed it up right here, and then I could do it real slow. And then on top of that, if the whole crowd reacts, they're not going to hear your next bars over the beat. Like, sometimes they all freak out and you give it 5-10 seconds for them to calm down before you keep going. You know, so I like the theatrics of it personally without the beat.
Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, it's definitely more theatrical than when you spitting over a beat and you got to stay on beat and like that. So yeah.
Hey, you heard what Eshawn said about battling in my 9 rhymes.
What's that?
Motherfucker, get it straight. I don't battle, that's for suckers. You wish you was down with Real Life Product. Get that right, brother.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. I don't think battle is for the weak, for real.
No.
Like, you know what it is? Well, I put it at least nowadays battling. Maybe not back then, but nowadays, bro, people be getting divorces off of battles. People be fucking losing old hood stripes. Bro, this one dude, Big K, brought out paperwork on the dude he was battling and called him a snitch first round. Printed out 200 copies of the snitch paperwork, passed one out to every member in the crowd.
Game over.
The dude never battled again. It was like he was like, they're doing, and not that I would have to worry about that, but it's just more so they're doing extra shit. They're bringing a picture of your dead aunt to the battle and spitting in her fucking face and shit like that. It's different.
You definitely can't deal with feelings and shit. You can't be a sensitive motherfucker and shit.
And it's like, you know, personally for me, that ain't battle rapping when you're doing all that extra shit and you got all the props, and it's entertaining, but it's like we're trying to be a battle of the bars. We're trying to battle wits, not fucking bringing in fucking props in and like it's like it ain't fair at that point in my mind.
Right.
And then that's how real beefs get initiated.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people got knocked the fuck out in some battles too.
Yeah,
Shit happens.
That too, yeah. I've seen some people get knocked out at battles. Crazy shit happen. That's what I mean. You can't deal in feelings because they gonna talk about your mama, kid, whatever, your girl, whoever. They're gonna talk about it in a battle and shit. Is no holds barred.
I feel like that's what the battle's all about. Is you sign up for that. You say, hey, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and you go ahead and say whatever the fuck you want, and we're gonna be sportsmen about this shit.
Right. I'm trying to hurt your feelings in a battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. That's what I'm
saying. I mean, bro, I've been threatened after battles, all type of shit. For real, like, because I'm trying to win for real. I'm cutthroat in the battle sometimes, man.
Yeah, we had BKX right here. We was at it was when Bizarre and King Gordy had Lars going on. Bizarre was on stage and shit, and he was battling, and him and BKX got in a battle. And that shit was crazy. Want to talk about a horrorcore battle? They was talking some old crazy like shit that I don't even remember how it was so sick with it. The shit they were saying, Bizarre and BKX, who was hallucinate at the time and shit, fucking but it was a dope battle. But it was like a horrorcore battle. It was like fucking the shit they were saying. It was like King Gordy almost like style like battles and shit. But it was dope. It was dope. And I think BKX, I think they gave you the win for that too, because you came right up on her and shit. I mean, I don't, you know better than I do. I was right there though and shit.
Actually, Bizarre was feeling uncomfortable. Started feeling uncomfortable.
He didn't know he was gonna come that sick, and he came sick, and you just came. I guess sick.
And King Gordy kind of ran.
That's funny. I'll tell you this. King Gordy, man, is nice too, bro. He's dead. Like, I don't know if he's a battle rapper, but he's definitely nice.
But whatever, I don't remember what I said, but whatever I said made both of them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Love of the sport, man. It's a contact, like my man said, it's a contact sport, man. Hip-hop, period, is a competitive fucking space, man. You can't shit be a bitch about none of that. You know, like you gotta know what this shit is.
So when's your next show? When's the next show?
Let me think. So the next show that I got booked is actually out of state, man. We're gonna be in North Carolina in July. I don't have any public show. I got a couple private shows. Like I get some private gigs and shit like that sometimes. But other than that, yeah, we're really hitting the road. The tour starts in July, and the last show will be at the festival in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
What city, in the UP?
What's that?
What city in the UP?
It's called Gold, Michigan.
Oh, really?
Gould.
All
right. Yeah, man, it's dope. I performed at it last year, but this year's supposed to be better and bigger and better and shit like that. And it's about to be a bash, man. Like last year was crazy. So I'm excited, man. It's the perfect way to you know what I'm saying, go out with a bang for the last show, at least for that part of the summer.
Right.
But yeah,
so it's like an outdoor festival.
Yeah, outdoor festival, 3 stages. They got, you know, everything from like, they got a stage with like EDM. They got a stage with like some bands on it. And I'm at like the main stage where they got like the hip hop and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what's up. All right, so if you had one artist, any MC, dead or alive, to do a track with it, who would it be?
Damn. That's tough, man. Well, I'll put it this way. If I say I'm going to go with Dead, and I'm going to say if I'm picking just from Dead,
Okay.
who I would honestly want to do a song with are the Dead MCs, just to be on some sparring shit, would be Big Pun.
Yeah, Big Pun forever.
Big Pun forever, man. Especially to me, he's a top 10, maybe top 5 lyricist ever.
Yeah.
You know, especially me having Puerto Rican roots and shit like that too. It would just be an extra fucking win on that angle too. As much as I love Biggie and shit like that, I think my style would match better with Pun, just the way I rap and shit like that. So, but yeah, that's tough, man. Because I could have put Nas. I could have been on some business shit and just said like Drake or Kendrick or some shit. You know, like it wouldn't have been hard to say DMX either, because I love DMX.
Oh, man, yeah.
You know, it's tough, man. But I'm gonna say
DMX. Man, DMX, that was my guy right there. Man, I was listening to him in high school, bro, on them underground mixtapes. Ain't nobody know who he was.
Yeah.
Cause I remember the original version to Get At Me, dog. Don't nobody even remember that when he went in on Tupac.
Bro, he had there's a thing on YouTube called DMX The Early Days, and it's a compilation of all them songs you're talking about. All the beat, like, bro, some of his best work, low key. But DMX was special, man. His death genuinely hurt me, bro. Like, not even to sound no funny shit, but like that shit bothered me. That shit stopped me in my tracks. Like that, I don't know. DMX was special, man. I got to kick it with him too, man, before. So it was just like, it made it even cooler for me, man. Like, he's really that dude, exactly who the fuck he is on the record, bro. Like,
yeah.
He really talks like that, walks like that. He really got those attitudes and shit all across the board, from the prayer shit to the fucking gangster shit.
You can tell he's that shit from the heart. I mean, he breaks down and cries while he's saying them prayers on stage. He's feeling that shit when he did that. You know what I'm saying? He was really about that shit.
I was like, interview that Roxanne Shante did with DMX.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she broke out in tears doing that interview, bro.
Rest in peace, X, legend.
We've had guests tell us
she went through some other circumstances.
We had guests that knew X said he used to pull up at venues. He'd be the only MC that would pull up at a venue by himself, walk right up where people standing in line, all that shit. Like, what up? What's up? I mean, didn't give a fuck. No entourage, bodyguards, none of that shit. A real motherfucker. He wanted to be with the people. You know what I'm saying?
He was like a superstar that like didn't always act like a fucking superstar.
Right.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. I've got to I've been so fucking blessed through this game, man, in my journey, and just the shit I've got to do and people I got to brush shoulders with and shit, like DMX and shit. And like, it's such a weird thing. The deeper I get into this music game, the smaller I realize it is. And that's part of the reason reputation is everything too, because it's like, there's one or two people you could piss off and it's just like, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? On top of that, like, bro, I've been at BET, right? Doing an episode of BET. I'm sitting in the lobby and Dolly Parton walked in.
Oh shit.
And now I'm talking to Dolly Parton and I'm like, by the time she walked out, it was like, it happened so fast. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Was that really fucking Dolly Parton? Like, what the fuck is life? Like, I'm at a rap thing right now. Like, it's like, you never fucking know. You just never know, man. Shit is crazy. Like, I'm realizing, man, Michigan, bro, if I go to New York for 3 days, I'm going to there's gonna be more dope shit happening in them 3 days than I'll have in 3 months here in fucking Michigan. Real shit.
No, yeah, I've been to New York a few times. Yeah, you see superstars just walking down the street and shit. I mean, they're everywhere.
Just man, and there's just always something happening. I'll be going to like rap events in New York, and it'll be like other stars just standing next to you in the fucking crowd, like.
Right.
Like the dude standing next to you in the crowd is a bigger star than the dude on stage, actually. And you're just like, this is just regular shit. Like, you know what I mean? We don't have that here in Michigan. We don't have, you know, you might run into Peasy or fucking Vezzo or something, you know. But like,
how about you on the subway on the way to work? And there's a $1 million motherfucker from Wall Street with a suitcase and a 3-piece suit on next to you. Just have a conversation with you freely.
True that. It's different, man.
I used to live in Brooklyn, bro.
For real?
Yep.
That's where I was just at, bro, like maybe a month ago. I was in Brooklyn. I fucking love Brooklyn.
So what's your favorite city to perform at, to do shows at?
Damn, that's a great question. You know what always is fucking live, man, in my experience, anywhere in Colorado Springs specifically, Aspen specifically, those might be my 2 favorite places. Honestly, I'm glad I never thought of that question. But yeah, like, I haven't performed out there in a minute, but we've circled around there a few times, and it's always live. Like, people like got a different energy where they're like, they can't wait to come out and have a fucking good time. Like, they're not standing around being too cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't wait to be like, fuck yeah, that shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to party, come out, show out. Like, I definitely fuck with Colorado, man. And of course, you know, by default, any place, Michigan, where my hometown people are going to be at. But outside of Michigan, I'm definitely saying probably Colorado Springs, Aspen. Super live, even if it's snowing.
Yeah, we got a homie out there in Colorado. He's in Denver. He works up at the Roxy and shit. I think Scum owns the Roxy. Shout out to Crush. He's from Southwest Detroit, but he's been out there for about 10 years now at the Roxy, working at the Roxy.
We performed at this spot called Belly Up in Aspen. And it was owned, I don't know if it still is, but it was, at the time, it was owned by Goldberg, like Bill Goldberg or whatever, which was like random and dope as fuck. I was like, what? And he's just like walking around upstairs. I'm like, that's fucking Goldberg right there for real? Like, that's crazy. Because I was a wrestling fan. Okay. You know what I mean?
I know BKX is a wrestling fan too. I'm not too much into wrestling and shit, but he got the character, actually, the Motor City Mac Dad, which is kind of like a wrestling manager character and shit we got on here on the show.
Nice.
Motor City Mac Daddy, he like the Suge Knight of wrestling.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I haven't really watched wrestling probably since like the 2010s or some shit, like something like that. 90s and 2000s was like definitely when I was watching.
I actually been watching this new wrestling promotion called SGW.
Okay.
South Ground Wrestling. And they're over in Uganda.
Oh, so they're really getting it in, probably.
Oh man, they wrestling in mud.
Damn. Okay.
And look, they got a ring. They got a ring too, because Cody Rhodes bought a ring. But they prefer the mud mix. The ring post is made out of bamboo, and the ropes is nylon. And they be having intergender matches, like a female wrestler have a dude with a male. I was watching this one man, this African chick came out of nowhere, flew off the top rope, came down and knocked my man head off and shit, did some kind of DDT up in the air.
Damn, man. You know what I love is all the wrestlers I grew up watching. They all got podcasts and shit now, and they talk about. Like, I'll be seeing Stone Cold and Undertaker chilling, and they're like, "Yeah, remember that time you kicked me in the fucking nuts? Here's the clip, man. I had to go home and fucking, they just tell all these stories, funny as fuck." But I was gonna say, what was funny about it, I was like growing up during like D-Generation X era, right? DX, Triple H.
Yeah.
You feel me? And
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world, DX is happy to present to you the tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jackson James, the badass Billy Gunn, and we are the New Age Outlaws. And if you ain't down with that, then you can suck it.
We used to be telling our teachers to suck it in the hallway and shit. We'd be going, bow, bow, bang, bitch out for like a year. They didn't know what the fuck it was. Don't ask me how the fuck they didn't know. And then one day they just made an announcement on the PA system, like following year, like, we're not going to make any of those gestures toward our waist or legs anymore. That was funny as a motherfucker. I'm like, man, we've been telling y'all to suck our dicks as 10-year-olds for a whole year, and you just now know it. Like, fucking culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Influence is a motherfucker.
That's funny.
Man. But yeah, man, see Westside Gun doing that fourth rope wrestling shit.
Oh yeah,
he got his own shit. I fuck with the Griselda dudes. Super heavy, man. West is a
dope.
Yeah, man.
So oh yeah, I was gonna ask you. I wanted to ask you too because we brought up the DOC. Shout out to the DOC. But this was a conversation we had with him about AI. What do you think about AI? Like now, how it's being used so much, and what do you think about like MCs using AI and shit, like artists?
I think it's whack, and I think it's inevitable at the same time. Well, but I don't want that to be the excuse. Here's what I think. I think most people won't because of what's the fucking point? What's the point of acting like you do music when you ain't even doing the music? What's the fucking point? Right. The whole pride of it is like, I wrote this fucking song and I can't wait to show you. Like, so I think most people won't be down with that. They may use it to help them in certain aspects. But I mean, I know a lot of people that are using it in different ways. I've been seeing Kanye's been using it. Like, it'll be some shit where like I rap a verse and record it. And then he takes AI and just takes my verse and puts his voice. And it's me rapping, but it's his voice. That's one way it's being used. That shit, whack to me.
Yes.
We're using it to write their bars, whack to me. Super fucking the bottom whack. I don't give a fuck. Write your own bars. Bro, write your own bars. I don't give a fuck who you are. What's the point of being a rapper if you ain't being a rapper to me? I just don't. And I ain't knocking any of like Dr. Dre's and people like that. I'm not knocking that at all. That's a different thing. I'm just saying if you're an aspiring artist, why the fuck would you have a ghostwriter? I don't know, man. I don't get it. I'm an MC. I'm never going to understand that type of shit. Yeah. You know, I don't, you know, whatever. It's no respect, but it's like, to me, that's whack. I already forgot the damn question. I got so passionate about the ghostwriting shit.
The AI. So the AI.
Oh, yeah. That shit, yeah. Whack, man. I'm not going to lie. It's whack, but like people use it to help them make beats. I just don't like it, bro. I don't know. To me, it's like if you found out Michael Jordan was actually a hologram and he didn't really do all those amazing plays, would you still think Jordan was amazing? No, you wouldn't. Same way I feel when you ain't doing the work and I'm praising you for the work. That's crazy. And it's whack. It's whack. It's fraudulent. Now, what do you respect that's fraudulent? Like nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Don't be up in my lane faking it. Right. I take that, like, get that fuck out of here. I feel that way about a lot of shit. Like, I don't like a lot of some of these gimmick rappers either, to be honest, depending what it is. I'm not talking about ICP and shit like that. I'm talking about, like, some of these fucking goofball-ass motherfuckers that are, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I fuck with comedy rap, but there's a difference between, like, I don't know. I don't even...
I know what you mean, bro.
No doubt.
Some people just disrespecting the craft, and I take it serious, so I'm never gonna fuck with that.
Right.
But I don't like the hustle. I'm a businessman. But if we're talking the culture, I think this shit's trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like when we was
all the
talking
AI
about-
shit trash. They were saying like 8 out of the 10 songs in China top 10 charts were fucking AI. This shit's garbage, dog. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, because at some point, what the fuck you gonna need humans for then?
Right.
What the fuck are we need it for? We can't even bring art into the world with our brilliant minds and shit like that. Our creation. It's like, okay, we already ain't fucking doing a whole lot of shit that robots are doing now. Motherfuckers don't vacuum the house no more. They just hit the button. Let that motherfucker do it. It's just, you know, everything's a robot. Everything's an AI. Everything's a do-it-yourself. You know, it's like, pretty soon, what the fuck is going to be needed for? It's just like, I don't know. It's crazy, man. We're getting it crazy. We live in a weird time, bro. We might really see man merge with fucking AI. I mean, we already really have merged with machine by having that phone in our fucking hand all day. It's just not inside of us. But we really rely on that motherfucker for everything. It's already the first step of it already.
Yeah. That's a fact. Like they say, well, why put a chip in you? You already got a chip on you all the time. You walking around with a chip on you and shit.
Bro, they know exactly where the fuck you be at, who you talk to, how much money you make, what motherfucking bitches you've been looking at, everything, bro. They got it all. Mm-hmm.
Now, but I talk about the AI because the DOC, we was like, he's the only one who get a pass because his pen is still dope, but you know he lost his voice in that car accident. So if you could take the DOC's voice from the formula, but his pen, right? It's his pen. He spits it, but he can't. You know, his voice. He lost his voice. But then take the old DOC.
Beanie Siegel recently did that as well. That's the only dope way it exists to me, because that's amazing. I think that's amazing for Beanie Siegel to be Beanie Siegel.
He's another
again.
one, yeah. Beanie Siegel, yeah.
Because I know exactly what you're talking about. I didn't know that he did that as well. That's like, see,
no, he didn't say he did it yet, but it's a possibility. He said he didn't do it yet. But he said he
should. I think he should, and I think it would be dope as fuck, and I think people would love it, and I think it's acceptable as well. It's one of those things where I look at that almost like auto-tune. It's people think auto-tune is automatically putting you in. It's not. You got to still be relatively in the range. It ain't just gonna put everything perfect. It's like a lot of people use auto-tune wrong. You be hearing certain artists' voice don't actually even be working with the auto-tune even because they don't know that. But, you know, so it's just an aid. Like, he's got a certain thing. He's got aid. I don't have nothing problem. It's like that's what we do at the studio anyway. Press the vocals, we EQ it. It's all aiding how we sound. So, to me, I don't have no problem with that. He's got a condition. Let that man live.
Right. No doubt.
Everything else, though, that I've heard so far is whack. I didn't like when Drake put the fucking...
he took that shit down, too.
That was the worst shit ever, bro.
Yeah, you can't do Tupac just because of the lyrics. You got to have that the cadence and that emphasis. Like, baby, this shit like that. You can't... AI doesn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I die, I don't want a motherfucker I ain't never heard of or met taking my voice and saying whatever the fuck he want to say with it. To use that to diss somebody I probably would have fucked with it when I was alive.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, I'm Dre's homie, and that's Dre's homie. So, what? Like, I don't know. That shit was whack to me. But, hey, it was whatever, man. It's a war. It ain't none of my business.
So, where can everybody find your music at?
Yeah, man, you can find me on any platform there is, from streaming platforms to social media platforms, at Hatch Wiseguy. That's my full artist name. That's where you'll find me on Spotify, Apple, and all that. YouTube, Instagram, social media, TikTok, whatever. Hatch Wiseguy.
What about features? Are you doing features? Can people reach out to you for features?
Yes, you can definitely reach out to me for features. Hit me on the DM. Make sure you leave a comment on one of my photos, too, to make sure I see your DM. Sometimes it should be going in the message request. I don't see it and shit like that. Definitely get a hold of me, man. Definitely working out some features. I can tell you this. Probably give or take 30 days, my price is going up, too, because I got some big things happening. So for anybody watching who may be on the fence about getting a feature from me, I would recommend you do it sooner than later for your own sake.
Better get
But
it.
yeah, man, it's all love, man. It's all love. I'm here for the artists, man. Tap in with me.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It's definitely an honor having you on here. It's been a long time coming. Like I said, we've been following you for a long time and shit. So, and we want to play a few tracks too. So, I just want to make sure we covered everything and like got any promo. I know you got the tour coming up, and if you want to promote that again, and
All Gas No Breaks tour. My guy Astray, M Burb, and Strizzo about to hit the road, man. We're gonna be out there in North Carolina doing a run. Got some other dates coming that are to be announced. And ending it in Michigan at the Boonie Bash Festival in the UP, Gold, Michigan. Fire, man. Wait, I'm looking real forward to the album dropping. Dirt and Diamonds album for myself coming real soon. Some more little hidden gems coming too, man. Lots of fire content on the way. I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm super happy and grateful that it's all coming to fruition right now.
That's what's up. Yeah, let us know. We'll definitely promote it. And what about merchandise? You got merchandise out there?
I do, yeah. You can go on my Instagram right now, and I got all under the highlights on my profile. The first one is a merch link, and I got all type of shit from not even just shirts, shorts. I got hats, I got backpacks and duffel bags. I got all type of different stuff from hatch gear to Real Speech gear, which is more the Real Speech Entertainment. That's my company, my label. Real Speech is just kind of like the thing we use and the phrase we speak and how we get down, man. So if you want to support the movement in any way, you can definitely hit that merch button on the highlights on my Instagram page at Hatch Wiseguy. Greatly appreciated as well.
No doubt, no doubt.
Well, let me ask you something, man. I'm not sure how well versed you are in any of my music, but what would you say is your top joint from me, or something you may have liked?
Dog, so I've been bumping your music, dog. It's kind of hard for me to pick because I like that the song I keep playing with the on the flyer. I like that one. I mean,
yeah,
dog, fucking and then
That's what's
I know you and Astray doing a lot of like pretty much everything y'all drop. But I seen you had a joint with DJ Los, a video. I was definitely riding to that more than once and shit. Trying to see what
Prolific, that's my shit. Yeah, man.
Prolific.
If you ever heard the one I did with King Crooked, that was a big song for me too. It's called It's Not Okay. Me King Crooked, man. That if you haven't heard that, I think you might like that, man.
Yeah, and Snakes too and shit. I'm definitely gonna play that because I love that track, Snakes, dog. That shit.
That's the latest one we dropped, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Is there any particular tracks you would like us to play? Because I'm gonna play a few tracks before we end the live.
Yeah. Play Rock That Snakes, and you can play It's Not Okay with me and King Crooked. Whatever else you can rock that Prolific as well with me and DJ Los. That'll be perfect.
Bet, that's what's up. All right, we appreciate you coming on, Hatch. Make sure y'all check out Hatch Wiseguy and shit. Get at him. He's got some dope music. Y'all in the chat, don't go nowhere. If you're watching this on the replay, because we're about to play some videos. It's Hatch Wiseguy. Any shout outs, any last words you want to say before we get to the music?
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man, and shout out to y'all one time as well for having a platform for artists like me to get my shit out there and to reach the people and kind of, you know what I'm saying, tell my story and some of the things that I got going on. So that's the only thing I want to shout out, man.
Most love. We appreciate you coming on. We look forward to having you come on again and shit, no doubt. So, our North Carolina fan, make sure y'all check them out too. They coming to North Carolina. We fuck with some people down there in North Carolina. So, show out. Hatch coming down there and the tour and shit. So, much love, dog. We appreciate you coming out. I'm gonna jump into some music right now. So, salute and shout out to everybody in the chat. I see New York's been representing. I just didn't get to the chat. I see Christopher John from Staten Island, Lou 72. I think it's for the BX. I see Ben Frank from Detroit in the building. We got shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's all love. Everybody that tapped in. But make sure you check out Hatch Wiseguy. We gonna get
salute, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
Much love, dog. Salute.
Yes, sir.
That's Hatch Wiseguy. Oh yeah, we gotta do this too. Let them know the Jack. You can get the Jack Frost Bad Dreams, shirts, the CDs. I don't got the CD. I mean, I left the CD in my truck. You got the CD handy, BKX?
Hold on.
You got to check out. You can get the hard copies. Much love, Dead Frank. So look, we about to play some dope music. Don't go nowhere. These some dope ass tracks we about to play right here. But yeah, that was Hatch Wiseguy. But yeah, we met up. Jack Frost got the shirts, the CDs, Bad Dreams. You know what I'm saying? He got a new video that's dropping too, so make sure you check it out. But get that Jack Frost. You know what I'm saying? There's the Jack Frost featuring Esham, Bad Dreams. Get the CD now, physical copies. You know what I'm saying? Get the motherfucking shirts. Got the hats. Sick Smile. Shout out to Jack Frost. But I'm gonna jump into this first track, Hatch Wiseguy and Crooked Eye, King Crooked. Let's get it. Or the Hood Smoker Podcast. That shit's fire. Everywhere I go, it's not okay, it's not okay. Featuring the legendary King Crooked. I put the link in there on the YouTube, but you can find Hatch Wiseguy everywhere, anywhere on all major streaming platforms. We gonna jump into another track right here. I was talking about it, Snakes. This shit's hard right here. I was bumping this shit earlier. Let's get it featuring the Stray. Shout out to the Stray. That's the homie right there. We gonna have a Stray come back out maybe before that tour pops off. Hold on, I gotta. This is what I had to mute it. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Snakes. You know a lot of them like that, or a few of them snakes. Yeah, that was snakes with a straight. And Hatch Wiseguy, yeah, they was definitely barring Ben Frank. You right about that. Salute to the whole alien gang too and shit. Salute to the alien gang. Shout out to the homie Kid Vicious, Rap God X, Israel Porter, the whole alien gang. Shout out to DJ Low. That song was produced by Foul Mouth. He got a few songs. This song got Foul Mouth and DJ Los on it right here and shit. Prophylactic. So shout out to our homie Foul Mouth too. Foul Mouth out there doing his thing and shit. I see him all over. Yeah, no doubt. He said peace to Hatch, Trey, and Foul Mouth. Yeah, this one right here got Los producing on it too. This the last video we gonna play. Y'all gotta bag this shit. Let's get it. Wasn't even in my class. He wasn't lying when he said he was a big time Punisher fan, Big Pun forever. You know, I just those last two songs I played, they was mixing it in there, mixing Big Pun in there. You ain't even in my class. Shout out to our homie Cuban Link. Yeah, and make sure you check out the fight coming up. Here, I'm gonna play that. I might as well fuck it. Let me play that. Hold up. Let's see. I'm gonna play the promo video for this fight. It's better than me just play it than me talk about it. And again, make sure y'all check out that Jack Frost merch and shit. Get the shirts. Get that Jack Frost. That's with a 6. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 6 Smile. Here, check out this right here. Hold on, it's muted. Hold on, y'all. I want to blow it up too. Let's get it. That's right, celebrity boxing, y'all. Make sure you check it out. Cuban League against Hocus Faux Fit. It's going down. You see that shit Benzino called out 50 Cent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. We cool with Zeno and shit, but I don't know. I think 50 will get him and shit, though. I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if he want to smoke with 50. But I don't think 50 gonna do it and shit, you know what I'm saying? I gotta play this real quick.
Cuban, I fuck with you know. Who sit up on our
5 seconds of
host
fame,
Captain Payne. Cuban, you need to stop tripping on the weekend, man. We both weekend, we shouldn't be beefing. Not like this. You know, we really ain't that much different. I'm a Boricua, yo Cubano. You know, we just Mexicanos with both.
Ponte el trucha, homie guard your grill, cause bottles get their wish split, and sitting that's for real. See more through it's just a life.
There's your little 5 seconds of fame. You've been real quiet. We got something for you. But yeah, make sure y'all check out Hatch Wiseguy. Appreciate you, Ben Frank, for being in the motherfucking building. Everybody else, Christopher Jordan, everybody that tapped in, dog. That's all love. But BKX, anything you want to say? Shout out to Blatonio Todd. I know he said his phone was fucking up. He got to get a new one, that the battery was dying. So that's probably what happened. But any shout outs you want to give? I want to shout out Jack Frost for sure. Again, make sure you go check out the dope merch and shit in the seat. He got physical copies too and shit. Go check him out. Check out the Bad Dreams. Should play that. I'm gonna end the show with Bad Dreams, so y'all can check it out if y'all ain't already up on it. Make sure you go check out Jack Frost. And he got a whole album that he's dropping, so get ready for that shit. But anything you want to say, BKX, before we jump up out of here?
Shit, pretty much. Shout out to the whole Hood Smokers Podcast alumni, the homie Jack Frost, Blatonio Todd, of course you, and like I said, everybody that tapped in.
Shout out to Monte Cristo. Got some shit in the works too. Get ready for that. Y'all got some announcements. We can't announce it yet. And like I said, we bringing Cuban Link to Detroit. That's gonna be dope. We're gonna have a dope All-Star Detroit All-Star lineup with it too and shit. So it's gonna be a dope ass show brought to you by the Hood Smokers Podcast. But we gonna go out with Jack Frost and Esham, Bad Dreams, the video. We out of here. Much love. J Gutta, BKX, and Blatonio Todd was in the building, but I think his phone died. But we out of here, y'all. This is Jack Frost and Esham. Salute. Peace.
Is it a dream? Fiends, money busting out your jeans. Only problem that you got is what to do with all this cream. You got no education, you think the money you making gonna equal respect, but you sadly mistaken. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, no one to trust. Nightmares of chasing bags, buzzing mags, popping tags, picking up and dropping off, hopping in and out of Jags. Your life is on the line every time you step outside. Every time you ride, that could be your last ride. These streets are full of unsolved homicides. Every time your mama cried, you were saying I'ma slide. A gangster's mental health is really scary. There's only two choices you got, jail or the cemetery. Chances make champions, but choices make change. A dope man's nightmare, migraine in the brain, gun in your fist. On paper you don't exist, you a ghost, so you ride around in a ghost like this. Ducking the people, money be the root to the evil. In the end, was it worth it to have your soul under the surface? Feeling worthless?
Supposed to be a king, but chose to be a kingpin. Jumped off the porch of 10, dove off the deep end. Crazy soul crack, black and half Puerto Rican. Put that murder game down quick, fast without blinking. Set his own friends up just to get his ends up. Nigga rock the all black Timbs to match the Benz truck. Paranoid, sleeping in puddles, he can't cuddle. This is just his life. Bitches, he can't love you. It be Christmas, but it be haunted like it's Halloween. All the faces and the screams that come to him in his dreams. Nigga rich, but what's the point? Thousand pounds of endo stuck, still stay in Detroit. Balls on the window, looking over his shoulder, and even that's colder. Nigga, that's with you, Mike. Money making Mitch you when he listens to the red tape. Fantasize he's Tony Sosa said, don't fuck me, but it's unholy matrimony. It's lonely at the top, killer op, it's a victory. Long as he in the drop, getting top, it ain't shit to him. Long as he can cop, don't shit stop, simply. Lonely up in the mansion, coked out eventually.